Sorsogon 1st Provincial Mobile Force Company. Retooled Community Support Program. Counter White Area Operation. Team Activities.
Sequence of presentation. PRO5 Implant to NHQPNPCMC number 06-2021 PNP Retooled Community Support Programs Counter White Area Operations. Task Organization. Objectives. Selection of target barangay. Activities by phase. Issues and concerns. Justification for overstaying. Assessment. Way forward.
PRO5 Implant to NHQPNPCMC number 06-2021 with subject PNP Retooled Community Support Programs Counter White Area Operations which aimed A. To support the implementation of RCSP by integrating the PNP Quad program to RCSP processes by 2020. B. To active focused, programmatic and institutional approach of the PNP in countering CTG white area operations by 2021, and C. To increase support to NTF-LCAC to achieve its goals by 2022 through countering white area operations.
Task Organization. Shown are the 10-man RCSP CWOW team of Sorsogon 1st Provincial Mobile Force Company deployed in the area. Objectives. Dismantle the CNT-CTG White Area Committee. Stop and prevent CNT-CTG recruitment in White Area. Stop the logistical, technical, material, and other forms of support from the White Area Committee to other CNT-CTG organizations in Red Area. Facilitate and assist the implementation of government projects and services in White Area Committee, and strengthen government structures in the locality, such US in the Peace and Order Council's POCs, in coordination with the Philippine National Police. Selection of target barangay. Considered as infiltrated sector wherein it was already infiltrated by the CTGs and may be a member of CTG underground organization. It was a great way of passage to different direction in the locality through land and sea water, and it is accessible to be used as assembly area for planning and they can easily organize to pursue their clamor towards the government because the barangay is adjacent to Sorsogon Freedom Park. Phase 0 or the pre-planning phase activities conducted based on the Command Memorandum Circular, using the strategic objectives along with RCSP and DILG convergence and PNPMC RCSP CWOW. 4 days seminar on RCSP CWOW team. List of government agencies to be coordinated. Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. Department of Labor and Employment. Department of Interior and Local Government. Public Attorney's Office DSWD. City Agriculture's Office. Department of Health. PhilHealth. Red Cross. Office of the City Civil Registrar. Conducted need assessment survey wherein primary issues were exploited by the communist terrorist groups such as relocation, universal health care, demolition concern, injustices to fishermen. Deliverables. Awareness on counter white area operation programs and activities. List of underground mass organization. Infiltrated sectors. Fisherfolks. Youth. Women. Profile of target personalities. Phase 1. Shape. Activities based on the CMC, reinforce 4 priority sectors. Activation of CWOW team. Agenda for the preliminary activities. Initial dialogue with the leaders, management of the target sectors prior the conduct of actual information drive and need assessment survey. Deliverables. Validated primary and secondary issues to be addressed in the barangay. Identified government agencies and possible stakeholders to address the issues and concerns, and daily summing up reports. Here are the action photos of Phase 1, Shape. Phase 2. Access. Through strategic objectives and convergence of RCSP and DILG with the PNP Memorandum Circular on RCSP CWOW such as Identification of government gaps and needed development intervention and identification of issues and prioritization of sectors. The youth, women, urban poor, and labor. Activities based on the CMC. The availability of parameters, indicators to determine infiltrated sectors and white areas. Area profiling, data gathering. Profiling of target personalities. Deliverables. List of target personalities. Identified underground mass organization. List of sectoral group present in the barangay. Profile of target personalities. Political military structure. Profile of NPA fighters in the barangay. 80 dialogues, 4,000 attendees daily. Summing up. List of target personalities. Shown are the list of target personalities and their organizations affiliated to the CTG sectoral front organizations. Identified underground mass organization, Association of Shellfish Divers and Fishery Workers of Sorsogon. Pennacool Land Anti-Demolition Alliance. PATA. List of sectoral group present in the barangay. Bicol Landia Gabriela. And Cad Da Mai. Shown are the profile of target personalities, their affiliations, addresses and other significant activities participated by the target personalities. Shown is link analysis of White Area Committee in Barangay Bitano Sorsogon City, wherein Reynaldo Ray Hababag alias Lab Bo is the Provincial Underground Committee of Bayan, the umbrella organization of all CDG sectoral front organization. Profile of surrendered NPA fighters. Shown are the profile of NPA fighters WHO surrendered through relentless efforts of RCSP CWOW team. Phase 3 Transform. Through strategic objectives with the implementation of priority programs and projects identified by the community based on the analysis of issues and gaps and the integration of police community affairs development programs to counter white area operation. Activities based on the CMC. Conduct of CWOW specific programs, project and activities. Opening program and launching of RCSP CWOW. Courtesy call to Sorsogon City Police Station. Coordination to Barangay Council of Barangay Bitano. Sorsogon City. House-to-house visitation. Test. Training on beauty care. Dialogue to sectoral groups. Clean-up drives. Awareness lectures. Dance workshop. Literary and musical workshop. BPOTS training. Poster making contest. Slogan contest. Organization of Women's, Faith-Based, LGBTQ, JIPCO, KK. and Khalid Kassan. Deliverables conducted 32 awareness lectures. 2 public condemnation of CNs, CDGs joined by KK. And target personalities. Distributed 10 trash bin frame for the barangay and 2 for elementary school of Barangay Bitano. Marriage Validation 2022, which benefited by 16 couples. 4 resolved primary issues. 4 resolved secondary issues. Continuous assistance to former rebels. Certificate of acceptance and resolution from the barangay was issued declaring CDGs as persona non grata. Address the issue on relocation. Recruited additional 30 informants, and Organization of Bitano Dala Pai Fisherfolks Organization. Shown are the action photos of the activities based on the CMC. Marriage Validation 2022, which was benefited by 16 couples. 4 resolved primary issues which was exploited by the CDGs, which are 1. Relocation. 2. Injustices to fishermen. 3. Universal health care. 4. Birth certificate. Secondary issues. 1. Garbage segregation. 2. Malnutrition. 3. Organized youth sector. 4. Marriage validation. All of these issues were coordinated to the responsible government agencies, barangay officials and committees, and other sectoral groups wherein it has a remarkable fruitful results. Continuous assistance to former rebels. Issuance of Certificate of Acceptance and Resolution from the barangay declaring CTGs as persona non grata. Phase 4. Sustain. With the strategic objectives and activities based on the CMC. Conduct of external capacity building. Coordination to government agencies prior to the conduct of capacity building programs. Awareness lecture, Stratcom, training for the target personalities. Deliverables. 80 meetings conducted. 32 awareness lecture. 7,000 attendees. Residents are supportive to the government as a result of the awareness. Barangay officials were empowered. Daily summing up. Here are the action photos of Phase 4. Sustain, based on the CMC. Phase 5. Monitor. Mobilization. Handover and sustainability with the convergence of RCSP and DILG and institutionalize and monitoring evaluation mechanism through PNPMC, RCSP CWOW. Activities based on the CMC. Presence of regular reporting of CWOW activities. Daily submission of CWOW activities. Establish monitoring system on the conduct of CWOW activities and identify the presence of negative and positive effects of the conduct of such activities. Regular meetings of CWOW team, identify the needs, gaps that need to be addressed and to establish parameters for evaluation. Deliverables. 2 Public condemnation, joined by KK. and Fisher Folks. 5 Peace rally, joined by Fisher Folks and target personalities. Association of Shellfish Divers and Fishery Workers of Sorsogon was reorganized. PA-DA was dismantled. Target personalities visitation and linkaging. Continuous coordination, collaboration and cooperation. Barangay officials were empowered. Total isolation of CTGs from the mass-based sector. Positive and negative effect of the activities. Negative effects. Populace of the said barangay was dependent on the assistance of the government. Positive effects. They become aware of the basic services of our government. They can easily access to different agencies in order to address their basic needs, like alternative livelihood. Already win the trust and confidence of the target personalities, and the organized community advocacy support group or voluntarily initiated activities, such as cleanup drive, feeding activity, and other programs to support their organization. Shown are the action photos of the activities conducted based on the CMC. Public condemnation and peace rallies participated by the members of sectoral groups such as KK. Fisher Folks, target personalities, and former rebels. Issues and concerns. Lack of awareness of concerned agencies on EO70. Certification on White Area Clearing Operations signed by the Armed Forces of the Philippines representative, and security and maintenance of former rebels. Justification for overstaying. One of the requirements to declare the barangay as cleared from CTG, White Area Operation is the certification on White Area Clearing Operations signed by the AFP representative, where until this time the AFP cannot certify the certificate needed because the CSP WOW of 93rd CMO Company, 9 CMO Battalion, 9 ID, Philippine Army are still ongoing on the area. Upon valid statements of the rebel returnees in the area, this only implies that the team should continuously reach out for different possibilities and information that may link to personalities that corroborative to the movement of the front-leaning organization in the area. Moreover, the team extended their relentless effort to go beyond the definition of word service, wherein they offered time to listen towards the longing stories of former rebels, extend our hands to be their reliable partners, entrusted our trust in order to protect the people involved in the goal of the team, and They exemplary followed the CMC parameters in order to come up with positive result. Through the guidance of EO70, it was effectively addressed the problems in the white area. Assessment. There are still numerous personalities to be identified towards their different organization and affiliation. Majority of the youth, women, fisherfolks can be easily deceived by the propaganda of the CTGs in the barangay, and target personalities and their members are waiting for the assistance of the government through different programs intended to reach out their needs. Way forward. 3-day seminar of Barangay Tanads, and the essence of the effectivity of EO70 didn't hinder the rebel returnees to entrust their willingness to submit themselves into our government. Through this we are looking forward that these returnees can encourage more of their former comrades to entrust their confidence and sympathy to our government. We viewed that through this whole of the nation approach the inflicted mind and belief of the CTGs who are still trudging to fight against our government may relinquish their support to communism. Through the fruitful effects of ECLIP garnered by the rebel returnees in the community, may they unceasingly stimulate their comrades to live with families, to embrace the normal life in the community, productive and living in the peaceful way of life.